Hello, Alicia designers. We are so excited today to bring some more training to you. You'll be seeing a series of training from some of our top leaders across Alicia that are, just having tremendous success. And we wanted to share with you some of their best practices. And so today you'll be hearing from Carole Brown out of Illinois. And she is just outstanding. She's been with us pretty much since the beginning of Alicia. She's got many, many years of experience in the industry, specifically in party plan. She's been doing this a long time, knows what she's doing, and she's going to talk to you about some things today that will help you in your business. So, Carole, thanks for joining us today, and go right ahead.
Thank you, Sean. I am so honored to be able to visit with all of you, Alicia friends. And I was just sharing with Sean before I got on that I'm going to start with sharing with you about a story of my grandson. His name is Tyler, and he happened to be visiting with me when Sean had called and asked me to do a conference call. And he works at Red Lobster, and he's been there a year. And so we were just talking. He likes to talk, and he's got a really great personality. But he was telling me about his experiences this past year working at Red Lobster. And he said, Grandma, I learned that when you smile and make eye contact with people, people really connect with you. And he said, my goal when I'm doing my job, and he's a waiter. He's done a lot of different jobs there at Red Lobster, but his main job is being a waiter. And he says, well, my goal is to make sure that their meal is a good experience when they come in. And he said, when it's a good experience, I know I did my job. And I said, well, Tyler, how do you do this? And he said, Grandma, I just ask them questions. So I always, introduce myself and, how's your day? And just anything I can comment to them, a compliment, any kind of connection that I can make with them. And he said it just makes a big difference in the meal. And then I give them suggestions on what they might like, things that, other people, these are things that are selling, that type of thing. And then he said at the end of the meal, I always ask if they would like to have dessert, which we always know. They usually do that, even though we're really full. And so he said, I have found the difference between connecting with my customers when I'm waiting on them is the difference between a 10% tip and a 20% tip. Now, that doesn't always run course because sometimes there's no tip, and that just happens in being a waiter. But he said when people feel good about their meal and they've had just a really good experience, they just want to connect with you and they want to do good for you. He even has people coming back and saying, I want to sit in Tyler's section. He said the one thing he has noticed in this year is when new waiters are hired and come on, they expect to get a 20% tip because on the bottom of the receipt, it's a 10, 15, or 20, and this is how much it's going to be if they do that. But he said they don't understand unless you connect with the customer that you're waiting on and make that experience a great experience, they're probably not going to get the 20% tip. And just recently, my daughter had posted their family picture on Facebook. And one of my high school friends, which goes back quite a few years, she sent me a note, and she said, is the blonde-headed young man in that picture, is that your grandson? Or she knows it was my grandson, but she says, is his name Tyler? And I said, yes, it is. She said, does he work at Red Lobster? And I said, yes. She said, every time we go in there, we always want to get Tyler because he is so good. He's such a great waiter. He always makes us have a really good experience and have a good meal. So I wanted to share that experience with you because Tyler's 24. He's just learned how to do that even within the last year. But it sort of goes along with our Alicia business because our goal is to give our hosts and our guests a great Alicia experience. And when we do that, we're going to have future business. We're going to sell more jewelry. Your bookings will come from that. If you don't connect with your audience, many times it's where we fail to get our bookings. And I understand when you're new, and I've been doing this business, goodness, about 29 years now. And I remember, and even times now, I can go into a party and I may not always connect with people the way I want to. Just once in a while that does happen. But when you can do this, your bookings are going to increase. But this is how you're going to do it. with your Me Alicia business. We're not selling food right now. Now we're going to be selling jewelry. So what the first thing you want to do when customers come in at your show or at your parties, I used to be shows with my other company, so I'm always saying shows, but I mean to say parties, introduce yourself with a smile. Now, this was something that Tyler did share with me yesterday. He said, you know, Grandma, if you're thinking about something serious or your mind's sort of wandering, he said, you don't smile very easily. And I tried that today, and I thought, that is really true. And I even noticed myself, sometimes I can be out shopping and be thinking about what I'm going to be buying or what. And I have had people say to me, are you having a bad day or something? I said, no, I'm having a great day. Well, you have a frown on your face. It's like you can't smile and be thinking about other things at the very same time. So our smile has got to be connected to the person that we're talking to. So smile real big, and then we're going to thank them for coming to the event, to the party. Just come in, have a good time. You know, if it's in the wintertime, kind of take your coat or anything. You are helping the host because you still have a host, but you're actually sort of the host too because you're helping her make that party a really good party. So then another thing I like to do is compliment people on their clothes or their shoes or hairstyle, maybe some jewelry that they are wearing. It's not Me Alicia right now. It's going to be. But anything that I can connect myself to them as a guest. Very, very important because when they buy you, then they buy the jewelry, and then they're going to book the shows. The next step you're going to want to do is make sure, of course, you're going to have your demo and this type of thing, but we still want to have a relaxed, fun party. Me Alicia is not like the true party plan where when I sold home decor before and we did like 30-minute demos, and we don't do that with Me Alicia. I love it because it's more relaxed, and I feel like I really can connect with people. So you want to share the concept. That is very, very important because our jewelry is so different. There's nothing like it. We're different than all the other companies they've come to. So, and most generally, a lot of your customers, this is a first-time experience for them. So remember, we want to give them the Me Alicia experience. To do that, we need to share the concept. So at least share it with 1 to 2 pieces of the versatile pieces. Ask questions even of your customers. I mean, what type of jewelry do you wear? Is it gold or silver? You know, do you like something real stylish, or are you more traditional? Do you like to wear more with jeans? Anything like that. And you're not being nosy when you're doing this. You are showing interest. You are showing them that you have a product that you want to make sure that they really know all about before they leave. And again, that's having like a Me Alicia experience. You want to make that customer feel special. When they leave that home that night, it's like, wow, I want to do business with that the representative again, the designer. She was fun. She made me feel like she really wanted me to have a special piece of jewelry. She made me feel just connected to her. I had a great time. So that's the one thing you want that customer to leave, that they had a great time. I want to go back to next time I get invited to a Me Alicia party, I'm definitely going to be there. Now, the November special is going to be when you purchase 2 versatile pieces, you get another one for any piece for $15. So you get 3 pieces, one of them for $15. When they're shopping and having a good time at their party, they're shopping all the jewelry, trying on different things. I like to even compliment someone. You got the really cute T-shirt on tonight. I've got a perfect piece of jewelry I would like for you to try on. Would you mind trying it on? And most generally, I've never been turned down yet. There's probably a time I said, no, I really don't want to. But most generally, yeah, I would like to try that on. And sometimes they will even purchase that piece of jewelry. Then another thing you want to do is promote your customer special because they don't know what it is. Louise Adrian's really good at this in Canada. I've learned a lot from Louise since I've come into the company. So you've never been in the business too long to not learn things. So definitely make sure that you're making that customer pick out a piece of jewelry that they would really like to have. So say the first thing what you do, when you find the most favorite piece here, don't even think about the price of anything. Just go and find something that's like, I would love to have that. That would just looks like me. I would really like to have that piece. Then what we're going to do is find you 2 other versatile pieces to purchase, and you can have that piece for $15. So basically we're selling them on getting that piece for $15. All they need to do is buy 2 versatile pieces, and they can have that one for $15. Then you want to share with them. Most of my customers do that. Most of my guests, that's what they do, is they will buy the 2 pieces to get one for $15. Women like to do what most people do. Most people go to this particular restaurant, or most people to go to this tanning salon or this hair salon. It's just how us women think sometimes. So always throw in that most people will do this. Most people book their show on a certain date, or most people, it's a really good selling point to use. Then during the evening, and my parties are all very just laid back, and I let people socialize in. They're walking around, they're trying. Most people don't even, again, most people at my parties, they don't even sit down. They are just up, walking around. Sometimes they even forget that there's a dessert or a snack for them to eat. They're just having so much fun trying on the jewelry. So when you're seeing people trying on the jewelry, and even you can do this even before checkout, invite your customer to host her own fashion event. So you know what, you're having such a good time tonight. I would love to meet your friends, and you know what, it only takes 3 or 4 friends to get together, and I can come over, meet you wherever you would like to have. But if you'd like, we can just sit around your kitchen table. 3 or 4 friends, you and me, and we have a fashion event. How's that sound? I would love to do that. I know we're going to have a good time. When you get her interested, then really she's excited about doing it. And you know what? If you want to invite 3 more, you can. I just call it my you, me, and 3 fashion event. But if you want to invite up to 6 to 10, it's up to you. Or you might be interested in, if you're working, an after-hour event after work. Sometimes the girls like to do that before they go home, want to get together with their girlfriends, in the restaurant. They can get, have something to like to eat at a restaurant. You can take the jewelry in there. They can meet at a coffee shop, any place where we can even meet at your workplace, whichever is going to work better for you. But it only lasts about an hour. Women love that. They can shop. I can show you the concept. We just have a great time, and so that could work out good for you too. These events are so much fun. I want to sell her. I keep using the words, so much fun. We're going to have a great time trying on the jewelry. Women like to get together. They like to socialize. And that is why we have a lot of Mia Alicia parties, because they're fun. They're different. Then you want to say, I would be honored to have you host one of the Mia Alicia parties, because I want to share the Mia Alicia concept with your friends. Because most generally, they probably haven't seen it yet. They're going to be amazed at all the different ways you can wear 1 to 2 pieces of jewelry, and you don't have to have a whole wardrobe of jewelry. You can just have a few pieces and really have a nice collection and wear it so many different ways. Now, another tip that you can do is you can offer special gifts. Have star dates in your date book. We always, mentally in your mind, you definitely need to make a goal is how many fashion events that you want to hold each month. Whether it's 2, 4, 6, I tell you 6 is a really good number. 6 to 8. 6 for sure, and because you may lose 1 or 2, but most generally when we connect with people and we host coach and we make them excited about their parties, you're not going to lose these parties because they have already bought you and they want to hold their show. So have star dates. You can give an extra gift, whatever, ahead of time. Mentally have it figured out what you're going to give. It could be extra earrings. It could be free shipping. Something simple. Don't, because you're here to make money, but still something that if they book on that star date, you give them something special. And then another thing you can do is plan yourself a 2-week blitz week that you're going to do as many shows that you can in a 2-week period. Now, for the working women, that might only be 2. For the stay-at-home mom, that might be 4. She's like, oh, well, I could get out of the house 4 nights next week. So whatever is going to work for you. And then that particular time span, say anyone that books from, say, like November 15th to, the 30th or something like that, then I am going to you can give like a $10 Starbucks card, a $10 Target card. Doesn't have to be a Mia Alicia product sometimes. Sometimes it's like something totally different that they sort of like, oh, really? But they have to hold the event on that particular date and before they get the card. And it's just that they are filling a certain date. So you know what? This 2-week period, it's just a time span that I'm booking extra shows, and I would be honored to have you. I want to invite you to fill one of those show dates. And again, you want to express to them you cannot wait to meet their friends so you can show them the Mia Alicia concept. Now, another thing that I want you to do is tell your future host when they book the show with you, I must have a confirmed date before I can give your host credit for the show. Is that okay? Was that a problem with you? Because with the host credit, it just needs to be a confirmed date. They will do it. They don't understand that. Sometimes they say, well, I don't have my calendar with me, and I just can't quite make that commitment right now. Go ahead and say, well, let's pencil in a date, and I'll call you within the next 48 hours to make sure that date's going to work for you, because I do want your host to be able to get the credit. The problem with many times is, and it's an easy way for a customer to sort of blow us off and, I really don't want to do that show. It's like, I don't have my calendar. Call me and I'll see what I can do. They don't answer the phone. They don't answer your text message. They probably many times weren't even planning on dating. It's just their easier way for them to say no. I would rather tell me no right up front. I don't want someone hanging me on there. So just say I need to get a confirmed date. Then another thing you want to do is, I lost my train of thought here. I lost my place on my notes, actually. Okay. Another thing is, here I am. Ask her, you want to share with her how excited she is about having her show and how excited you are about coming to her show. That makes a big difference. And it's just like Tyler says, smile, look them right in the eye, because people need to connect with you. They need to buy you. They want to buy you as their friend. And when friends will usually book with friends, okay? So ask her, well, how do you connect with your friends? With the invites, do you want to call them? You want to text them? You want to email them? Are you personal invites? An example I'll share with you, most of my parties I have, most of the hosts, they like to personally call their friends and invite them, or text them, whichever. I would be glad to follow up with a postcard invite. I'll go ahead and mail it out for you, which I think is really good too. But we just need to know how you connect with your friends, because many times people have, I can just text them, they'll all come. They know how they connect with their friends. So again, this party is all about that host. It's not about you. It is about you to a certain extent, but she's the one is holding the strings of whether that party's going to hold. I share with them that friends really love it when someone calls them and invites them to the show. Instead of saying, just stop by, I'm going to have a Mia Alicia party, hope you can make it. It's like, I want to invite you to my Mia Alicia party. You've got to come see this jewelry concept. There's nothing like it. Just stop by, but I really want you to come. Can I count on you? She will have a really good show when she does that, and that show is going to hold. So just tell her that, get you the list of the ones that you want her to mail. She wants you to mail the invites out to. Get that list ASAP, and I'll get your invites. Sometimes they want to hand out the postcard. So whichever is going to be, again, it's that the host that's booking, it's her party. You are there to help her have the best party, but again, you still want to make it her party, so the best way it's going to work for her. Now, this is another real biggie that's going to help that show to hold. When you get home after the show, either if you're trying to be her Facebook friend, I know Louise has everybody friend her on Facebook when she does her parties. I love that concept. I think it's a great idea. Just get out your phones. I want you to friend me on Facebook. She has tons of Facebook friends. This way you'll be able to get a hold of her because she's going to be your new Facebook friend. And then you want to send her a thank you note, and it can either be through an email a text message, a Facebook private message, whatever's going to work, but somehow you're going to need to connect with her. A handwritten thank you note is very, very good. You're going to have her address. Send it within 24 hours. How many times have you yourself gone to a home party? You got excited. Everybody was having a good time. You think, this sounds like sort of fun. Maybe I will have a party. Didn't really offer, but the host needs one more booking. Oh, yes, I'll have one. And then we get home, we go to bed, we get up the next morning and think, why did I book that home party? I really don't want to have that party. You know what, I probably just won't even have it because I really didn't want to have it. I just sort of was helping out the host. But then the next day in the mail, I received this thank you note from the designer from this party that's going to be held. It's like, wow, she sent me a thank you note. I do want to have that party because what happened? I reconnected with that designer within 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours, thanking me. I got a thank you note from her, thanking me for her future show coming up or future party. I'm telling her that I can't wait again to meet her friends. And my goal is to help her earn a lot of free and discounted jewelry. And it's going to be a great time. And what I need to hear from her is I would love to know what pieces of jewelry that she's working towards. And if I don't have those pieces, maybe I can borrow them from one of my fellow designers. But I'm just anxious to see what pieces that she's really working for because my goal is to make sure we can get everything that she wants at her show. And I just want to make her feel very, very special. And that will make her feel special, just getting a thank you note back from her. Another thing, if she's your Facebook friend, you can send her just, I have my iPad. I'm really big with my saving pictures and stuff on my iPad. When the fellow designers and things will post pictures and stuff. And what I do is I like to send, 2 or 3 pictures of things, especially if it's any of the jewelry that my future host likes, and just send her, quick Facebook message with one of the pictures. I can't wait for your show on November 13th. We're going to have such a great time. And then if you haven't got her guest list or if there's anything you haven't received from her, saying, I'm waiting for your guest list, be sure and check with me, that type of thing. Again, it's just that fellow connection. You're excited, she's excited, and we're going to have a show. It's going to go on really well. When she becomes your friend, she will always want to host with you. You're going to go through your Me Alicia journey, and you're going to have a big group of, I can't put my words together here, just a big list of friends or hostesses. I know when I was with my other company, every year, I would every month of the year, I would have different people that I knew they always hosted in January. This one hosted it in February, down the year. I have gone to, different baby showers. I've gone to weddings. I've gone to a lot of different things with my hostesses and my customers from my past company because I was friends with them. We were not just business associates. We were friends. And that totally makes a difference. They just connect with you, and they will meet you at other parties. And I've had people say, when I seen that you as a designer, I couldn't wait to come to the party. So this is what's going to build your business. It's going to make those bookings hold for you. So you've got to become a friend with them. And you'll appreciate them, but they will appreciate you. And what those parties will hold because they connected with you. It's all about connecting with people. Remember when what my grandson had said to me when he wanted to earn the 20% tip, he knew he had to connect with his customers at Red Lobster. He said, Grandma, I had to make sure that I was doing the best job that I could do, that they were having a great meal, and they walked out of Red Lobster thinking, that was a good evening. We had a fun time. The waiter was really friendly. He really cared for us. He was bringing us more rolls. He was filling our water glasses, our coffee, whatever. They just felt really, really good. Well, our 20% profit is not, or rather our 20% tip, instead of a 20% tip, what we're going to do is we're going to walk out with 2 to 3 bookings, and that's even better than that 20% tip. So I have to tell Tyler about that. But anyway, for you to get those 2 to 3 bookings, When you go into a party, I want you to say to yourself, I am getting 2 bookings tonight. I am booking 2 parties tonight. And all evening be thinking, who's booking these parties tonight? You ask everyone there to book a party. Don't ever pick and choose, because it will be the person that you didn't expect to say yes. I always share with people, I would not want you to think that I didn't want to come to your home and meet your friends and your family to have a Me Alicia party. So I'm going to ask everyone, when can we book a party with you? Because I just can't wait to come to your home, and we're going to have a good time. So go out the 2 to 3 bookings. It's not hard to book. Sometimes it's harder to make them hold, but they will hold when we are connecting with them. And when we're connecting with the people and we get there at the party, show the Me Alicia concept, they're going to want to have another Me Alicia party. They're going to tell their friends, you've got to be sure and book with Carole Brown. We had a great time at her party. It was lots of fun. She wasn't a pushy salesperson. She was just made it fun. We had a good time trying on jewelry. She suggested different pieces we could try on. It was just fun. That's how you connect with people, and they will want to book with you. So remember, people like people who like people. Now your goal is to ask yourself all the time, even after you do your parties, what am I doing extra that I can show to people that I like them? And sometimes when we're new in the business, we're thinking, oh, I don't know, it's hard for me to connect with people. I want you to practice when you go out shopping, especially at the grocery stores, any places like that, any of your retail stores. Always glance at the person that's checking you out. Glance at their name tag. And just as you're checking out, you would say, hi, Barb, how's your day today? And she'll look at you like, how does she know my name was Barb? Well, I glanced at her name tag. And she'll, oh, it's doing good. I'm having a great day. Or, whatever, she's going to respond back to you. I made a friend with that person. I can walk out the door, and she's had a better day, and I've had a better day because I took time to make a friend with someone else. So get your shows booked. Make friends with those customers and those hostesses. Don't go around and thinking they're not going to hold. They will hold when you do the steps that I share with you. Let's make it a great fall, and we're going to have a great business. Thank you.